We are in the De La Rue archive, which is a treasure trove of all of the things we've collected over 200 years of being a company. And we were founded by a man called Thomas De La Rue. And one of my favourite things in the archive is this book, which was actually written by Thomas. It's his book of notes and ideas for improving print and colour and paper. He was constantly looking to innovate. His real passion, however, was a product that De La Rue had become famous for, and one that was enjoyed by everyone at the time, and that was playing cards. He was one of the key pioneers of why we have such gorgeous designs on the back of cards now. Playing cards previously actually had plain backs, and it was Thomas who pioneered putting designs on the back. And to do that, he hired a real artist, a man named Owen Jones.
I think Jones could understand that rather than influencing dozens of people, his playing cards and in all the multiple designs that he comes up with are being handled by millions of people. As well as that, he was actually essentially the interior designer for the whole of the Great Exhibition, for the whole of the Crystal Palace.
The Great Exhibition, which is celebrated here with this fantastic model in the V&A, was a quintessential Victorian moment, the bringing together of industry and aesthetics in the world's first international exhibition of manufacturing. The most popular item on the De La Rue display, the one that drew in crowds, was the envelope folding machine. So this is the envelope folding machine. We think it was the one shown at the Great Exhibition. And Warren and Edwin invented this to follow the massive boom in communications that could be sent by the ordinary person. And the envelope folding machine wasn't the only De La Rue innovation in that area. We then, in 1853, moved on to the production of stamps. De La Rue was innovative with its stamps. We'd produced them at a cheaper price and using a special fugitive ink that rubbed away if you tried to fraudulently reuse the stamp. I was really excited to find that this machine actually still works. In 1860, De La Rue produced the first of a product for which we've become the best known, and that was the banknote, which we produced for the government of Mauritius, and it was a landmark in banknote design. And as far as we know, these notes were never forged. We began to print banknotes for all over the world, for countries in South America, in Asia. We began to produce notes with fantastic designs and innovative security across the globe. By 1949, our banknote production had grown so much that we were producing secure documents for 60 countries all around the world. So De La Rue has been involved in passports since the earliest part of the 20th century. It's fascinating that the sort of design has carried on in quite a similar way and it still looks very paper-based.
Well, this is very much a digital product. It's got the embedded chip within the product that holds a lot of the personal information of the holder. And these then link back into the back-end government systems, which are then used to issue the passports too.
Here in Enfield is the site of the world's first ATM, which was co-invented and co-manufactured by Barclays with De La Rue. And it is such a milestone in the company's history because it represents that shift towards the company that we know today, one that pioneers software solutions, high-tech services that affect people's lives around the world. So we are in the De La Rue holographics laser room, where the holograms are actually made in this incredibly futuristic looking setup, but we've actually been involved in holograms since the beginning.
What we've done really over the years is to refine the basic process to the point now where we make the best rainbow holograms in the world.
De La Rue produces and designs currency for around the world, but the new £10 note, Steve, you actually designed that for the Bank of England.
Well, it was a collaborative process, to be honest. We're always trying to innovate. The goalposts change with counterfeiters, so we're trying to stay ahead of that and produce notes that perform exceptionally well in today's marketplace.
De La Rue has this fantastic heritage of constant innovation, and that's something that's still very much reflected in our products today.
Absolutely. We have a very rich heritage of innovation. That strength of not just belief, but the ability to innovate is inbuilt in our DNA. What we do today stands on the foundations of what we've done in the past. And over time, we have learnt to apply technologies and originate technologies that drive the industries that we lead in.